Hi, second grade. This PowerPoint is going to help remind you of some strong leads that we learned this year for you to put into your writing. So let's review. When we're writing an informative piece, that means that we're writing nonfiction. So we're going to teach our reader about our topic, and we're going to use facts. There are three main parts of an informative writing piece. We need a strong lead at the beginning to catch our reader's attention. We need to add 3 or more facts about our topic. And then at the end, we need to wrap everything up. We're going to talk about 4 types of strong leads today. We're going to talk about a question, a fact, an exclamation, and a sound effect. The first strong lead that we're going to talk about is a question. We know that a question asks something, so it's going to be asking our reader a question. Some examples of a strong lead that is a question could be, what has 5 rows of teeth? Have you ever been to Pittsburgh? Do you know how frogs catch their food? Who was the first president of the United States? So when you're writing a question for your strong lead, make sure it begins with a question word and has a question mark at the end. And then you'll go on to answer that question for your reader in the rest of your writing. The next type of strong lead we're going to talk about is a fact. And we know that facts are true and they provide information. So some examples of fact strong leads are, a shark sheds more than 10,000 teeth in its life. Pittsburgh has more bridges than any other city in the world. Frogs catch their prey with their tongue. George Washington is known as the father of our country. Now, these facts should be interesting and exciting. We don't want to say something just like, a shark lives in the ocean. Even though that's a true fact, we want to start our writing off with a really strong lead that's going to make our reader want to read more. So make sure your fact is interesting and exciting. The next type of strong lead we're going to talk about is an exclamation. And we know that an exclamation makes our voice go up and it's something exciting, so you want to make sure it is something very interesting for your reader. Some examples are, watch out, here comes a shark. Let's go Steelers! The Steelers are Pittsburgh's NFL team. Frogs are incredible jumpers. I cannot tell a lie. George Washington said this to his father after chopping down his cherry tree. Now you'll notice with the Steelers example and the George Washington example that I started with an exclamation and then added a fact right after it. You can do that. You can combine more than one strong lead if they go well together. The last strong lead that we're going to talk about is a sound effect. We know that a sound effect is something you would hear when you're around this topic or a noise that this topic makes. Some examples are, chomp chomp, sharks have sharp teeth. Slap, the Pittsburgh Penguins scored another goal. Ribbit, frogs croak to communicate. Chop, young George Washington's hatchet hit the cherry tree. So again, I started with a sound effect and then I did add some facts onto the end just to explain that sound effect. So now it's your turn. When you're doing your informative writing, make sure that you start off with a strong lead. It can be one of the 4 that we talked about, or it can be one that you have in your mental toolbox that you would like to use. So today we talked about a question, a fact, an exclamation, and a sound effect. And no matter what type of strong lead you use, make sure that it catches your reader's attention and makes them want to read more. Good luck, little eagles!